Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. For those of you who may not know me, I am Ramana Subramanian, normally goes by my initials PS. I welcome you all, my fellow Bhagavan devotees, to another edition of our DC Satsang. Let us start our program with the chanting of Upadesa Saram by Shubha and Ram. Shubha.
Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. Karturagnyaya prapyate phalam karma param karma tajjadam kriti mahodadau patana karanam phalam ashasvatam gati nirodhakam ishwararpitam nechaya kritam chitta shodhakam mukti sadhakam Kayavan manaha karyamuttamam pujanam japa chintanam kramat jagata ishadi yukta sevanam ashtamurti deva pujanam uttamastavad uchamandataha chittajam japa dhyanam uttamam Ajidaraya Shrota Samam Sharala Chintanam Viralata Param Veda Bhavana Sohamityaso Bhavana Vida Pavani Mata Bhava Sunyasad Bhava Shustiti Bhavana Balad Bhaktiruttama Ristale manaha swastata kriya bhakti yoga bodhascha nishchitam vayurodhana liyate manaha jala pakshiva drodha sadhanam chitta vayava chitpriyayutah shakayodvayi shakti mulaka Laya vinashane ubayarodhane laya gatam punar bhavati nomratam prana bandhana lina manasam एकचिन्तनान् नाशमेत्यदः नस्तमानसो कृष्टयोगिनः कृत्यमस्ति किं स्वस्तितिं यतः दृश्यवारितं चित्तमात्मनः चित्वदर्शनं तत्त्वदर्शनं मानसं तु किं मार्गणे कृते नैव मानसं मार्गार्जवात् वृत्त्ययस्वहं वृत्तिमाश्रिताः वृत्तयो मनो विद्यहं मनः अहमयं कुतो भवति चिन्वतः अयि पतत्यहं निजविचारणम् अहमिनाशभाजहमहं तया स्फुरतिहृत्स्वयं परमपूर्णसत् इदमहं पदा विक्यमन्वहम् अहमिलीनकेऽप्यलयसत्तया विग्रहेन्द्रिय प्राणदीतमः नाहमेकसत्तज्जदम्यसत् सत्त्वभाषिका चित्त्ववेतरा सत्तया हि चित्तया ह्यहम् ईश जीवयोर्वेषदीभिदा सत्स्वभावतो वस्तु केवलम् वेषहानतः स्वात्मदर्शनम् ईशदर्शनम् स्वात्मरूपतः आत्मसंस्थितिः स्वात्मदर्शनम् आत्मनिर्द्वयादात्मनिष्ठता ज्ञानवर्जिता ज्ञानहीन चेत् ज्ञानमस्ति किं ज्ञातुमन्तरम् किं स्वरूपमेत्यात्मदर्शने अव्यया भवा पूर्णचित्सुखम् बन्धमुक्त्यतीतं परं सुखम् विन्दति जीवस्तु दैविकः अहमपेतकं निजविबानकं महदिदं तपो रमणवाक्यम् ओम नमो रम.
Thank you, Subha, for the wonderful chanting. The next item in our program is the talk by Sri Ramohanji on Upadesa Saram. Sri Ramohanji, a great Bhagavan devotee, is no stranger to our group. He has been participating in our satsang for a long time and has been kind enough to share his extensive knowledge on Bhagavan's work while linking them with other relevant Vedantic texts and Tamil saints' works. Now I request Sri Ramohanji to start his talk. Ramohanji, please unmute and start your talk. Ramohanji?
प्राप्ति विराजते वेणमदाम् अज्ञानमुन्मूलयन् विश्वमपीतमुन्नतियो विश्वस्य पारे तस्मै शोकस्य अन्तरे. My pronouns to all the
PSG, we lost Ramon Mama.
Okay. Then in that case, Shantosh, can you work with him to get him back while we will actually move on to the children's program?
Yes, I'm going to call him right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let me go ahead with the children's program. This is our youngest devotee singing program. I request Arjit.
Can I continue?
Sorry.
Santosh?
Mama, it's a very like lot of disturbance line.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of disturbance. So I think if yeah.
Continue. What do you want me to do now?
1 second. I think
Hello?
yeah, now it is better, I think, right? Yes.
Should we continue?
Oh, let's give it a few minutes, Mama, if you can disconnect. And I think he left. Okay. Go ahead, PS. Let's start with this thing. I will talk to him.
No, I'll start with Arjit. Arjit,
Maruti, 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 Jaya Maruti, 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 Jaya Maruti. Ramaduta Maruti, Maruti, Jaya Maruti, Ramaduta Maruti, Maruti, Jaya Maruti, 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 Jaya Maruti, 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 Jaya Maruti, Anjaneya Maruti, Maruti, Jaya Maruti, Anjaneya Maruti, Maruti, Jaya Maruti, Mahavira Maruti, Maruti, Jaya Maruti, Mahavira Maruti, Maruti, Jaya Maruti, 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 Jaya Maruti, 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 Jaya Maruti, Bhaktavatsala Maruti, Maruti, Jaya Maruti, Bhaktavatsala Maruti, Maruti, Jaya Maruti, Bhagavata Priya Maruti, Maruti, Jaya Maruti, Bhagavata Priya Maruti, Maruti, Jaya Maruti, 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 Jaya Maruti, 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 Jaya 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 Maruti.
thank you, Arjit. That was delightful. Our next participant to sing is Neha. Neha?
Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. Antayu Nive Hari Pundare Kaksha Chantana Kunive Shri Raghurama. Antayu Nive Hari Pundare Kaksha Kulamunu Nive Govindudana Kalimiyu Nive Karunanidhi Kulamunu Nive Govindudana Kalimiyu Nive Karunanidhi Talapunu Nive Dharani Dharana Nelavunu Nive Nirajanaba Antayu Nive Hari Pundare Kaksha Chantanaku Nive Shri Raghurama Antayu Nive Hari Pundare Kaksha Tanuvunu Nive Damodarana Manikiyu Nive Madhusudana Tanuvunu Nive Damodarana Manikiyu Nive Madhusudana Vinikiyu Nive Vitaludana Venakamundu Nive Vishnu Devura Antayu Nive Hari Pundare Kaksha Chantanaku Nive ಶ್ರೀ ರಘುರಾಮ ಅಂತಯೂ ನೀವೇ ಹರಿ ಪುಂಡರೀಕಾಕ್ಷ ಪುಟ್ಟುಗು ನೀವೇ ಪುರುಷೋತ್ತಮ ಕೊನ ನಟ್ಟ ನಡುವು ನೀವೇ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಪುಟ್ಟುಗು ನೀವೇ ಪುರುಷೋತ್ತಮ ಕೊನ ನಟ್ಟ ನಡುವು ನೀವೇ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಇಟ್ಟೇ ಶ್ರೀ వెంకటేశ్వరుడా నాకు నట్టన గతి ఇంక నీవే నీవే అంతయు నీవే హరి పుండరీకాక్ష చంతనాకు నీవే శ్రీ రఘురామ అంతయు నీవే హరి పుండరీకాక్ష Thank you.
Thank you, Neha. That was beautiful. Our next song will be performed by Devika and Gopika. Devika and Gopika, please unmute yourself.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Sadanandaya Namo Ramana. Sadanandaya Namo Ramana. Gambiraya Namo Ramana. Gambiraya Namo Ramana. Paripurnaya Namo Ramana. Paripurnaya Namo Ramana. Abhaya Pradaya Namo Ramana. Abhaya Pradaya Namo Ramana. Dayanavaya Namo Ramana. Dayanavaya Namo Ramana. Supasannaya Namo Ramana. Supasannaya Namo Ramana. Sonachalaya Namo Ramana. Sonachalaya Namo Ramana. Abhaya Pradaya Namo Ramana. Abhaya Pradaya Namo Ramana. Karunakaraya Namo Ramana. Karunakaraya Namo Ramana. Golakshmi Priyaya Namo Ramana. Golakshmi Priyaya Namo Ramana. Devatamaya Namo Ramana. Devatamaya Namo Ramana. Abhaya Pradaya Namo Ramana. Abhaya Pradaya Namo Ramana. Namo Ramana. Namo Ramana. Namo Ramana. Namo Ramana. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya.
Santosh, can I try now?
Mama, you can go ahead. Thank you. Much
Right, I
better.
can try? Okay. Antaryasya Bakir Vidutamiram Jyotirmayam Saswatam Sthanam Prapti Virajate Viramatam Ajnanam Unmulayan Pasyan Viswamapita Mulya Satyo Vishwasya Pare Paraha Tasmai Sri Ramanaya Loka Gurave Sokasya Hantre Namaham. Last session, we had the 20th verse. Ahaminasa Bhaji Aham Aham Taya Spurati Hrit Swayam Paramapurna Sat. நான் ஒன்று தானத்து நான் ஒன்று தானாகத் தோன்றுமே உந்தி பெற தானது போன்றமாம் உந்தி பெற. Bhagavan says here, when you turn your mind inward and abide in the center, in the core of your heart, then From there arises the spiritual oneness, the spiritual identity of the cosmic consciousness. That is called Pundram, or the totality, is what he says. Then in the next verse, he goes on explaining. What is that going into the heart? Now we'll do a slight diversion. Tomorrow is the Jayanti day of Girish Chandra Ghosh, a famed, a renowned devotee and sadhaka with Sri Ramakrishna. To begin with, he was a very famed drama actor, and then man who had no discipline in life. A person who was addicted to drinks and everything which are negative in life. One day he was doing a Parvati Paranayam, the story of Shiva and Subramanya and Parvati. One of the devotees of Sri Ramakrishna invited him, please we go and witness there. So Ramakrishna went there, and seeing Girish Chandra Ghosh decked up as Shiva and doing meditation, Sri Ramakrishna himself immediately plunged into total meditation, total samadhi. After a long time only he came up. Then Girish Chandra came and prostrated before him. Sri Ramakrishna told him, when you saw you, I saw Shiva himself there. So you can evolve into Shiva. Girish Chandra Ghosh said, how can I ever do it? I am a person addicted to all bad things in life. There is nothing positive about me. I can't do anything. I can't do meditation. I can't do puja, nothing. I can only drink and be merry and act in the dramas. Sri Ramakrishna told him, all right, do one thing. Three times in a day, morning, afternoon, and the evening or late night before you go to bed, you chant the name of Shiva 108 times. Girish Chandra Ghosh said, I can't do it. My mind will go into it. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, then at least do it 10 times. Ghosh said, even that he cannot do. Bhagavan Ramakrishna said, at least once. Girish Chandra Ghosh said, even that is not possible for me. As soon as I get up, my mind goes towards liquor, not towards Shiva. Then Ramakrishna said, you can't do anything. Okay, you do all the bad things you can do, but you say, all these things, whatever I do, yadyad karodi karome akilam, sambho tiva tava aradhanam. Sri Shankara says, whatever I do it as aradhana to you. Likewise, you do everything you do, good thing or bad thing, you do it as aradhana, offering to me. You say, whatever I do, the effects are the results, the debit and credit of those actions, Papa and Punya, they do not belong to me. They will go only to Sri Ramakrishna. The similar story in Bhagavan's life. Well, unknown Andhra devotee came and said, you are not taking care of me. Bhagavan said, okay, I have ever told you I will take care of you. You are my disciple. I have never accepted anybody as my disciple. Bhagavan, then that chap started crying. Oh, I came all the way and was waiting here for 6 years. You say you are not accepting me as my disciple, as your disciple. Bhagavan said, okay, I will accept you as my disciple, but you should give Guru Dakshana. Then the man asked, okay, I am very happy. What is Guru Dakshana? Bhagavan said, you repeat whatever I say there as a Guru Dakshana. Repeat. Whatever I have done bad things in my life, whatever I have done good things in my life, all the effects of those punyas, I offer as Guru Dakshana to my Guru Sri Ramakrishna. The chap was very happy. He has done few good things in life. He said that. Then can I go now? Have I been relieved? Have I been blessed? Bhagavan said, wait, not yet over, only 50% over. Now we say the thing. Whatever evil things I have done in my life, all my papa, that also I give as offering to my Guru, Sri Ramana Maharshi. Then that chap said, no. Good things I did were very minimal. But papams I have done, bad things I done are like the mountain, Arunachala mountain. I cannot give it to you. Bhagavan said, then you take away your punya also, you don't want anything. So very reluctantly that chap said that. And Bhagavan now said, now you have neither punya nor pava. All have been given to me. Now you go and start your meditative practice. Girish Chandra Ghosh was not even that. He was very happy that Sri Ramakrishna accepted that. So he said, okay. Then he said, Sri Ramakrishna told him, from tomorrow you can do whatever you want, because the effects will come only to me. Girish Chandra Ghosh was very happy. So tomorrow onwards, I will do whatever I want. I will drink merrily, dance with women, eat meat, fish, everything, because Ramakrishna has taken care of that. So he said, okay, got up in the morning and started to wash his teeth, and then went for liquor. Very surprisingly, he found no taste. He was repulsed by the taste of smell of liquor. Then he wanted to take tamasic food like meat and everything. He could not find any taste at all. He couldn't eat that at all. He ate only fruits. It happened in 2-3 days. Then he found that is the impact of the Guru's grace. Then he went back to Ramakrishna and said, now I understood what does Guru's grace means. I surrender totally unto you. So he became the great sadhaka later life. Tomorrow is Jayanti. So he remembered that. Then, while on the subject, Yoga Sutra, first chapter, Samadhi Padam, and first chapter, 37th verse, I think. It says, Vati Raga Vrishayam Va Chittam. It says, where is it? It's an aphorism. So, Vrishayam Va Chittam. There's a 5 words. Vita, leaving, giving up. Raga is attachment. Vishayam Va Chittam. It means, this aphorism means meditating on an entity, and a source, a goal. Meditating on an entity devoid of all attachment to sensory objects. That is the way to liberate. And it says, meditate on the heart. That is what it says, simply says. What does it mean by meditating on the heart? Meditating on the entity? It means you meditate on the Jivan Mukta, and who is the one? Who is the man who is totally passionless? Vita Raga Vishayatum Va Chittam, who has given up all attachment. Meditate on him, on your heart. Similar verse comes in Bhagavad Gita. Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha Vishadhir Mun. The person who has given up attachment and desire and anger, Raga Krodha Vitam, giving up everything, Vishayam, at a sensory object, Muni Ruchate, he is called the Rishi, Maharishi, Bhagavan. That's what Krishna says, anticipating the arrival of Bhagavan several centuries later. If you meditate on the Jivan Mukta, that's what Patanjali says, who is passionless, then it leads you to total focusing within. That's what Patanjali says here. If you meditate on the passionless one, then it leads you to steadiness or focusing in the self. In the meditating on the heart of a jnani. What do you mean on the heart of the jnani? It is not physically meditating on the personality, on the picture. Of course, if you think of Bhagavan, his beautiful eyes, his compassion, his magnificent figure, that a good focus that takes you far. But then Patanjali says, not merely focusing on the qualities of them, external qualities, the beautiful, compassionate eyes of Bhagavan. Meditate on his heart. What does it mean? His heart means something which is a part of his compassion. What is within him? Within him is nothingness. Within him, the heart of him is full of daya, full of karuna. He showed this compassion to the entire universe. Flora, fauna, the birds who have lost their wings, even the egg which is cracked up, the cows, the trees. In Devika Lotram, he says, don't even cut a small piece of a tree because it has got life. So meditate on the heart of the jnani, which Patanjali says, means meditating on the transcendental qualities of the jnani, Bhagavan's transcendental qualities. Such meditation makes you loving that object of meditation itself. Then when you meditate like that on his heart, then you become totally in love with him. Then you don't pay attention to anything else except the wonderful quality of Bhagavan. When you find such a master, then totally surrender to him. Listen to him, watch him, eat him, and drink him. I'm saying something which is obnoxious. No, this is a verse in Nammalvar's Thiruvaimozhi. He says, Unnum soru, Parugunir, Tinnum Vettilai, Ellam Kannan Emberuman. Who is Kannan? My God. He is the food I am consuming. Chapati I am taking. Right? Tayir sadam I am taking. Unnum soru, Parugunir, the water I drink. After that I take betel leaf. Bida, the betel leaf. Unnum soru, Parugunir, Tinnum Vettilai, Attana Ellam Kannan Emberuman. So seek the master, totally surrender to him, listen to him, watch him, eat him, drink him. He should become totally internalized within you. Let your heart be totally filled with him. Soon you will be on a journey to the Supreme because the object of focus becomes the goal of your whole life. And attention with him is a secret relationship. It takes you there. That's what JK says, not merely the philosopher or other thinker. JK himself is supposed to be a rational philosopher. Then he says, if you do like that, famous statement, observer becomes the observed. The observer and the observed. The seeing and the object seen, they become one and the same. So, be always alert, beware, do not observe something which you would not like to become. If you do not want to become something else, don't observe that. You want to become in everything. When you do that, you are, what do you call it? You are sowing the seeds on which you observe. Then when you observe, then the seeds are thrown there. Then the great infinity grows in you. So this is live here, everything. Live a guru, see a guru who is beyond desire. Vitaraga bhaya krodha. A man who is already fulfilled totally. His very fulfillment would flood you with his grace. He becomes a catalyst for your own fulfillment. Does he do anything? No. The Sadguru does not do anything because he is beyond desires and action. Yet, when you form such a relationship with him, help comes from some unknown source from within him, within you, through him. Though he does not act, he acts as a catalyst who, without doing anything outwardly, transcendentally, you are transformed. He drops into your heart and his very presence crystallizes you into perfection. Vanai Anadul Ariyum Anbai Taruvaye, that Arunagirinath says. So then you become perfect. You become like what you call Kannappar. He doesn't have any education. He did not have anything which is any formal education. A lot of people who are with Bhagavan, they evolved like that, right from his own barber, and Mastan Sahib was only weaving his kopinam. People like that evolved everywhere. That was Sivananda Lahiri. Shankaracharya says, Margavastita Paduka Pasupate Angasya Kurchayate Gandusham Praseshanam Puraripoho Divyabhishekayate Kinchid Bhakshita Mamsa Seshakapalam Navyobharayate Bhaktim Kim Nakarotyaho Vanacharaha Bhaktavatam Sayate. What cannot the selfless bhakti, total and absolute devotion to Guru, what it cannot do? A chappal which was torn by walking on the thorns in the forest, that became the ornament to Shiva, because he put the chappal feet on Shiva's head. Gandusham Puraseshanam Puraripoho Divyabhishekayati. He carried water in his own mouth, the earthy mouth. He poured it on Shiva because he didn't have a vessel. Shiva accepted greater than he accepting the waters of Ganga. Kinchid Bhakshita Mamsa Seshakapalam Nabhyopaharayati. Then the Kannapar, he tasted the mamsam to see whether it is fully cooked or not. Then he found it is absolutely all right. Then he took it out from his mouth and fed to Shiva. That becomes great prasada to Shiva. Then Sankara says, Bhaktim kim nakarotyaho vanasaraha divya abhishek bhaktavatam sayate. So a vanachara, a hunter, became the supreme among devotees, even though he had no formal training, formal education. That is because he had the total passionless, total hermit-like desire to be with Bhagavan. This is the inner meaning of the 21st verse. We come to verse 21st. Idamaham pada abhikyam. I am splitting it and say I am not chanting it. Anvaham ahani leenate api alaya sattaya. This is the split up version. You had it in chanting. What does it mean? Nanian surpurul avadu nalume nanatra tukkattal undi para namadinmai nikkattal undi para. This is the Tamil original. What does it mean? The verse delineates what is the true self. In the previous verse, we saw the two meanings of the word I. I uses it in different senses in different verses. We saw the two meanings in the 20th verse. The pure self and the impure ego. That's also called I, aham. The aham was employed in both the meanings. When the I notion is confined to the body alone, then man becomes self-centered, egoistic. When his I identification takes off, leaving the root of ego behind, then it further expands to include, first is total selfishness, then it slightly grows up. It grows to include his family, clan, society, state, and even the entire nature, the joys, the sorrows, society, and success and failures. All this becomes his own. He identifies himself. First, he identified only with ego. Then the expanded ego make him identify himself with all the expanded samashti. The I notion is localized in these intimate circles. The intimate circle gets formed, the samashti. Then the I notion from individual ego self localized into this expanded self. Then at some time he starts thinking, what is this? Then he performs what we call the sadhana. Then through sadhana, he further evolves from this centric, self-centric, society-centric, samashti-centric I notion. This finally evolved state is identifying the I notion with the totality in the entire cosmos. This level of I notion is called Ishvara, that level. When you identify the I expands, the I notion from the ego, selfish ego, then the Samashti ego, then it evolves into the third level, which is the entire cosmos. Then that itself becomes the Ishvara, third level. Bhagavan in this verse shows interrelationship between the three I's. Aham, I'm telling from the word. Aham means the I notion. Idam aham, the self which is identified as the ego, self. Pada abhikyam, padabhikyam, by the word I. Padam is word. Abhikyam means identified with the word I. That is the second level, first level. Then Anu, the following I, the second I, the Samashti I. Then it is the second level. Anu, for which follows the first I. Then Aham, the dissolution of the individual I notion in the cosmic consciousness. Then Ahami Linate Api. Then at the final level, it goes into this third level is Aham, the dissolution of the individual I notion in the cosmic Ishvara, and merging with it. Then Ahami Linate Api. Then it abides in pure consciousness. Then Araya Sattaya. Then when it merges into the pure consciousness, the same I at the ultimate level shines effulgently as it is the eternal self. In simple terms, what does it mean? It looks very complex, something like a wrestling with words. In simple terms, even when the ego is resolved daily into sleep, the ego every day it gets resolved into sleep portion, there remains the I in the form of destruction-free, eternal existence. It never dies, which never sleeps. It is there. Even when the other ego self gets dissolved, this awareness I is the implied meaning of the word I. In the second I, which he says, the implied meaning is that I which is present even when the ego I get dissolved in the sleep. So that is the second I. Aham is used in different senses. That's the problem. The pure self, when identified with individual body-mind complex, it is called Jiva, the individual ego. When identified with the cosmic totality, it is called Ishvara, the same ego. Identified with the body-mind complex, it is the ego. When totality, it is called Ishvara. With the annihilation of the individual ego, the concept of totality too merges into the supreme consciousness. The Samashti ego, first is individual ego, then it evolves, it gets identified with the cosmic totality or Ishvara. Then with the total annihilation of the individual ego, the concept of totality also merges into the pure consciousness, ultimate consciousness, Paramatma. This pure self is referred to by the word Aham, which is the Aham is in the third sense. I tell you, he's using it in different sense. Aham, Aham. You can say Aham, Aham. Yet it is nameless, formless, and eternal. Even though you call it Aham, the pure self remains eternal, even when the notions of individual ego and totality merges into the total consciousness. It is still there. It is pure self is eternal. It is not mixed with anything. It cannot mix with anything. So it is always there. You can give an example. When water remains as water, even when the notions of waves cease and the ocean ceases. So the wave notion and the ocean notions may go. Wave may cease. The idea of an ocean may cease. But the water remains always there even without the waves. So like that, when the totality gets merged into the pure self alone remains. That's what he means here. You can see here the word aham or I has again further meaning. One is the immediate meaning, that is ahankara or the I notion. Another meaning is the implied meaning, that is the real I or the total I. Then becomes Paramapurna Sat, as we saw in the 20th verse. That which is indicated in the 20th verse. The real meaning of I becomes clear when the false notion, ahankara, when you have the false notion, ahankara is the true self, that's the false notion. When you give up that idea, then what happens? The real meaning of the self I comes up by itself. It is called Spuranam. It comes out by itself. When you give up the false thing, the reality comes by itself. By self-inquiry or Atma Vichara, ahankara is annihilated. In its place, the real I, Spurati, Swayam, we saw in the previous way, it manifests by itself. Spurati Swayam, by itself, you don't make any effort. The real I comes by itself. Parati Swayam, it shines by itself. That is Parama, limitless and Purna, totality, Sat, existence. That is the terms used by Bhagavan in the verse. Where is the guarantee that the new total I, which you say, which has emerged, will not go away into Samashti? When you are finally, you say, I have realized due to true self. What is the guarantee that you will go back to the normal? No, Bhagavan says it will not go away because it has not come from anywhere. Only if it comes from anywhere, the sense of the true I, it will go back there. It has not come from anywhere. It is always there. That is the true I notion. It never comes from anything new. The I notion, ego, is only a superimposition on the substratum, the true I. True I, it is a substratum. Over that, it is superimposition, is the false I, the ego. Therefore, whatever comes and goes is bound by time. It is relative. So the false I is relative because it is bound by time. Whereas the real I, aham, is not bound by time. It cannot go anywhere because space itself is within it. Space is within it. Time is within it. I say Einstein's general theory of relativity states the same thing. Time is also within it. It is always present but not known. That is our fault. It is a present. It never goes away or coming back. It's always there. We don't know that because we have clouded it with our own false eye, ignorance. That's why you call it Paramapurnasat. It is changeless. When the rope is first mistaken for a snake and later known as the rope, the rope has not changed. It is always there. Only the notion has changed. It has always been a rope. Whether we recognize it or not, it's always a rope. In the wake of the knowledge of the snake resolves into the rope, the originality, the substratum. The I notion resolves into the true I. That is the Paramapurna Sat, what Bhagavan says. So, I'll just conclude it. Already reached my time. This verse highlights the basic ignorance of associating oneself, the I notion, egoistic I, rather than the real I. You are associating yourself. That's why the ignorance comes. You are associating yourself with the false I. Give it up. Then the real I, Paramasurnasat, Spurati, Swayam, it will come by itself. The I thought itself is, it itself is unreal. As it dissolves in deep sleep, what he has said earlier, into the spiritual heart. We are unfortunately oblivious of this truth. Our consciousness is not able to witness this. We don't see our false I dissolving into the true I. We don't see it because our consciousness is not witnessing this. This, as we are constantly in a trance, as if we are in a trance, we don't know the reality. It is being stimulated by the objects and the senses that draws towards them. The mind goes outward, so we don't see what is inside. The ecstatic pulsations of the real I, aham, ecstatic pulsation, it pulses. Pratibodha viditam matam amritatvam hi vindate. Kevala that chapter, I think 13th verse. It says, what is that which pulsates every second, microsecond? Pratibodham means every second. Viditam, it pulsates. Matham, that is with you. Amritatvam hindate. When you realize this truth, it is always pulsating within you. Then you cross from mortality to immortality. So the ecstatic pulsation of the real I, aham, that throbs in the center of our being. Unfortunately, we ignore them. We ignore its pulsation, even though it is the only reality that exists. Other things are all real, but we reject and ignore the reality. All the three states of waking, dream, and deep sleep, respectively, this reality is further elucidated in the next verse, 22nd, we will see. So the verse says, what are the three states? What are the three wrong guys? And how do we go to reach the Paramapurnasat? By what do we see? He says, நான் எனும் சொற்பொருள் ஆவது நானுமே நானற்ற தூக்கத்தால் ஒந்தி பெற நமதின்மை நீக்கத்தால் ஒந்தி பெற நான் என்னும் சொற்பொருள் ஆமது நாளுமே. We are the meaning of the word true I. We are always that. நானற்ற தூக்கத்தும் ஒந்தி பெற. Even in the deep sleep, where the ego I is not there, the real I is already there. நானற்ற தூக்கத்தும். Even in the sleep, deep sleep, sushupti, non-attradu, where the ego I is not there, நான் எனும் சொற்பொருள் ஆவது ஆமது நாளுமே. The true I, here he differentiates between the false I and true I. நான் எனும் சொற்பொருள் ஆவது நாளுமே. Always it is eternally there, even in non-attra தூக்கம். நமதின்மை நீக்கத்தால் ஒந்தி பெற. Double negative. Your non-existence is removed because we feel that you are truly existing. Namadinmai nikam means removal of non-existence. That means presence of existence. This is what Bhagavan says in 21st verse. We will see the 22nd verse in the next session.
Ramohanji?
Yeah.
You can continue for another 15 minutes if you like.
No, I think we have already done 45 minutes. So I thought.
No. Actually, we started late, right?
Close it.
Okay.
Because I have come to a logical conclusion.
Okay, sir.
So if I start, it will go for next 1 hour. Because I won't reach a logical end.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, thank you, Ramohanji, for that excellent talk to delve deep into Upadesasara. Now we are going back to our children's program.
Oh, yes.
Now I request Skanda to sing.
Om Ramana, Om Ramana, Om Ramana, Om Ramana, Upanishad Vandya, Om Ramana, Upanishad Vandya, Om Ramana, Udara Leela, Om Ramana, Udara Leela, Om Ramana, Uttama Purusha, Om Ramana, Uttama Purusha, Om Ramana, Shri Ramarchita, Om Ramana, Ramarchita, Om Ramana, Shri Ramarchita, Om Ramana, Vararamana, Vararamana, Varada Payakara Vararamana, Vanchita Balada Vararamana, Vachamakochara Vararamana, Shri Rama Sita Vararamana, Shri Rama Sita Vararamana, Nidhi Ramana, Nidhi Ramana, Nishada Tattva Nidhi Ramana, Nitya Mahotsava Nidhi Ramana, Derupama Shubha Guna Nidhi Ramana, Shri Rama Chita Nidhi Ramana, Shri Rama Chita Nidhi Ramana, Jaya Ramana, Jaya Ramana, Jaya Varaprada Jaya Ramana, Jagadodara Jaya Ramana, Jeevan Mukta Jaya Ramana, Shri Rama Sita Jaya Ramana, Shri Rama Sita Jaya Ramana, Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya.
Thank you, Skanda. That was peaceful. Now I request Guhan to sing.
Om Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Tondi Ganapati Vava Vandu Uruvaram Ta 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 Kandanin Anna Vava Kanivudan Uruvaram Ta 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 Aanai Mugatudan Vava Avasiyam Uruvaram Ta 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 பானை வயிற்றுடன் வா 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 படிவுடன் உறவரும் தா 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 எல்லாம் அறிந்த கணபதியே எவ்வரும் கேட்பேன் தெரியாதா நல்லவன் என்னும் ஒரு பெயரை நான் பெற நீ வர தா 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 Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. சலா. அவ்வளவுதான். ஓம் பகவதி ஸ்ரீ ரமணாய. நன்றி.
Thank you, Guhan. That was nice. Now I request Sadhana and Sahana to sing.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramana. Sharanagati, Sharanagati, இனி புகத்துணை ஏது நீ இனி புகத்துணை ஏது நீ சரணாகதி மரணாகதி பல அருணாச்சல நீரை ஸ்மரணாகதி பல அருணாச்சல நீரை ரமணா கருணா வருணா ஸ்ரீ ரமணா கருணா வருணா சரணாகதி தருணம் மீது அன்றோ கருணை நோக்கவே தருணம் மீது அன்றோ தருணம் இது அன்றோ உன் கருணை நோக்கவே அருணம் இது அன்றோ உன் கருணை நோக்கவே துன்பை நீக்கி இன்பை அளிக்க எனன்பா இன்னும் பராமுகம் என்ன தாளாதையா ஸ்ரீவித்யா இன்னும் பராமுகம் என்ன தாளாதையா ஸ்ரீரமணா சரணாகதி வரணா இனி புக துணை தான் ஏது நீ புகழா சரணாகதி
Thank you, Sahana. That was really peaceful. Now I request Ramya Ranga to sing a song.
Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. Bhaje Ramana Namo, Bhaje Ramana Namo, Ramana Namo, Bhaje Manasa, Ramana Namo, Bhaje Manasa, Bhaje Ramana Namo, Bhaje Ramana Namo, Ramana Namo, Bhaje Manasa, Ramana Namo, Bhaje Manasa. Harudapuriso Hakilandeso Harudapuriso Hakilandeso Paramapavitram Paramatma Rupam Paramapavitram Paramatma Rupam Bhaje Ramana Namo Bhaje Ramana Namo Ramana Namo Bhaje Manasa Ramana Namo भजे मनसा महायोगीन्द्रो महोत्साहो महायोगीन्द्रो महोत्साहो चिन्मुद्रा प्रदौ शङ्करस्वरूपं चिन्मुद्रा प्रदौ शङ्करस्वरूपं भजे रमणनामो भजे रमणनामो रमणनामं भजे मनसा रमणनामो भजे मनसा सोणाचलेशो शोकविनाशको सोणाचलेशो शोकविनाशको विरूपाक्षवासौ वरदेशिकौ विरूपाक्षवासौ वरदेशिकौ भजे रमणनामो भजे रमणनामो रमणनामो भजे मनसा रमणनामो भजे मनसा रमणनामो भजे मनसा. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramya. Now I request Prathipa Sundaresh to sing.
Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. Like what Ram Mohan Mama said in the talk, in this composition, Swami Shuddhananda Bharati says that everything is Bhagavan. Standing, sitting, eating, everything is Bhagavan. He is the existence, consciousness, bliss. Music is by L. Krishnan. இதய குகையே இருப்பிடமாக உதய கதிர் போலுலகெலாம் ஒளிரும் அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா இதய குகையே இருப்பிடமாக உதய கதிர் போலுலகெலாம் ஒளிரும் அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா 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 பேச்சிலும் ரமணன் மூச்சிலும் ரமணன் நினைப்பதும் ரமணன் நெஞ்சினில் ரமணன் பேச்சிலும் ரமணன் மூச்சிலும் ரமணன் நினைப்பதும் ரமணன் நெஞ்சினில் ரமணன் மனத்திலே ரமணன் அனைத்திலும் ரமணன் மனத்திலே ரமணன் அனைத்திலும் ரமணன் மனத்திலே ரமணன் அனைத்திலும் ரமணன் மனத்திலே ரமணன் அனைத்திலும் ரமணன் ரம அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா இதய குகையே இருப்பிடமாக உதய கதிர் போல் உலகெலாம் ஒளிரும் அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா 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 கற்பது ரமணன் நிற்பது ரமணன் இருப்பது ரமணன் புஜிப்பது ரமணன் கற்பது ரமணன் நிற்பது ரமணன் இருப்பது ரமணன் புஜிப்பது ரமணன் உடுப்பது ரமணன் நடுப்பது ரமணன் படுப்பது ரமணன் விழிப்பது ரமணன் ரமணன் நடப்பது ரமணன் படுப்பது ரமணன் விழிப்பது ரமணன் அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா இதய குகையே இருப்பிடமாக உதய கதிர் போலுலகெலாம் ஒளிரும் அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா 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 மந்திரமணிமரும் தெந்திரம் அவனே சிந்தையும் அவனே செய்கையும் அவனே மந்திரமணிமரும் தெந்திரம் அவனே சிந்தையும் அவனே செய்கையும் அவனே அவனவனது நீ நான் என உலவும் அவனியும் அவனே ஆருயிர் சிவனே அவனவனது நீ நான் என உலவும் அவனியும் அவனே ஆருயிர் சிவனே அறிவே அருவே லே அன்பே ரமணா அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா இதய குகையே இருப்பிடமாக உதய கதிர் போல் உலகெலாம் ஒளிரும் அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா அறிவே அருளே அன்பே ரமணா 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 நமோ ரமணா.
Thank you, Pratibhaji. Now I request Uma PS to sing.
அருள் நிறைவான அமுதக் கடலே விரிகதிரால் யாவும் விழுங்கும் அருள
கிரிபரமான்மாவே இளருளப்பூனன்றாய் விரிபரிதியாக விளைந்து எல்லாம் செம்மலையே நின்பாலே உத்திதமாய் நின்றே ஒடுங்கிடுமான் நித்தியமும் நான் என்றிதய நடித்திடுவையால் உண்டே தாம் இதயம் என்றிடுவர்தான்
மாறந்த அமலமதி தன்னார்
அகமிதுதான் எங்கெழும் என்றாய்ந்தே அகவுருவை நன்கறிந்து முன்னீர் நதி போலும் ஓயுமே உன் கண்ணருணாச்சலனே ஓர் வெளிவிடயம் விட்டு விளங்கும் அருணேஷ வழியடக்க நின்று மனத்தால் உளமதனில் உன்னை தியானித்து யோகி ஒளி காணும் உன்னில் உயர்வுறும் நீரும் உன்னிடத்தில் ஒப்புவித்த உள்ளத்தால் எப்பொழுதும் உன்னை கண்டெல்லாமும் உன்னுருவாய் அந்நியமில் அன்பு செய்யும் அன்னேன் அருணாச்சலாகும் இன்புருவாமுன் இல்லாண்டே ஆரியத்தில் கண்ட
அருமறையந்த கருத்தேயாகும் அருணா சல பஞ்சகமணியே தண்டமிழ் வெண்பாவா உலகு கழித்தான் புவந்து தகவாரி ஜகுவையில் அறிவாய் ரமி பரமாத்துமன் அருணாச்சல ரமணன் பரிவாழுள முருகனல பரணாந்திடு குகையாம் அறிவாம்பிழி திரவான் நிஷமறியாவது வெளியாம் அருணாச்சலவன் பெயர் வாழ்க அப்பெயர் வாய் துதி பஞ்சகம் வாழ்க வாய் மலர் மாரமணன் பதம் வாழ்க அப்பதம் மண்ணு நல்லன்பரே.
Now we enter the final part of our program, Arati. I request Girija ji and Narayan ji to perform the Arati. Girija ji. Girija ji, please unmute yourself. Girija ji, please unmute yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. न कर्मणा न प्रजयादनेन त्यागेऽमृतत्वमानशुः परेण नागं निहितं गुहायां विज्ञानविद्यात् विशस्ति
वेदांत विज्ञान सुनिश्चितार्थ संन्यास योगा
कुर्मलोके प्रपुरान्तकाले परामुच्यन्ति सर्वे सहरं विभावं परमेशभूतं यत्पुण्डरीकं पुरमत्यसङ्गस्थं तत्रापि दहरं स्वर प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य परमेश्वर வாழ்க ஸ்வயம் பிரகாசம் வாழ்க வாழ்கவே சூழ்க சுத்தாத்ம சக்தி சூழ்க சூழ்கவே வாழ்க ஸ்வயம் பிரகாசம் வாழ்க வாழ்கவே சூழ்க சுத்தாத்ம சக்தி சூழ்க சூழ்கவே ஏழுலகும் ஜீவன் முக்தி இன்பம் பொங்கவே ஏழுலகும் ஜீவன் முக்தி இன்பம் பொங்கவே இதயமாகும் இறைவனாகி எல்லாம் ஓங்கவே பாழ்வன தகந்தை வாழ்வு பாழ்பட்டொழியவே பாழ்மன தகந்தை வாழ்வு பாழ்பட்டொழிகவே பரமசச்சிதானந்தாத்ம பால் பொழியவே தத்ஸ்வயம் பிரகாசம் வாழ்க வாழ்கவே சூழ்க சுத்தாத்ம சக்தி சூழ்க சூழ்கவே தட்டில்லாத நித்திய ஜீவ தத்துவம் ஓங்கவே தன்மயத்துள் சின்மயம் தழைத்திலங்கவே எட்டு திக்கும் ஹம்ச சோகம் எதிரொலிக்கவே எட்டு திக்கும் ஹம்ச சோகம் எதிரொலிக்கவே எல்லாம் பிரம்மம் என்னும் உண்மை இறை வகிக்கவே வாழ்க ஸ்வயம் பிரகாசம் வாழ்க வாழ்கவே சூழ்க சுத்தாத்ம சக்தி சூழ்க சூழ்கவே சூழ்க சூழ்கவே சூழ்க சூழ்கவே.
Thank you, Girijaji and Narayanji. This concludes today's satsang. Thank you all for a wonderful satsang. Stay safe until we meet again. So long. Namo Ramana.